The CTU, or count up counter instruction, is designed to increment its accumulated value when the input to the instruction transitions from false to true. An event can be triggered by the counter when the accumulated value reaches the preset value. Here we see an example of a count up counter instruction used in a ladder logic program. When push button PB1 is closed, the examine if closed instruction on rung 1 will transition from false to true. The input to the counter instruction will also transition from false to true. This transition will cause a 1 to be added to the accumulated value of the counter. When the push button PB1 is released, there will be no change to the accumulated value. The counter only counts on false to true transitions. After being pushed 7 times, the accumulated value will equal the preset value, 7, and the DN or done bit of the counter will be true. When the DN bit is true, the examine if closed instruction on rung 2 will turn on the red pilot light at O:2/0, and the examine if open instruction on rung 3 will turn off the green pilot light O:2/1. Pressing push button PB2 at any time will cause rung 4 to be true, and the RES instruction addressed to the count up counter instruction will reset the accumulated value to 0 and the DN bit to 0 or false. With the done bit false, the red pilot light will be off and the green pilot light will be on. This is a PLC simulation of the ladder logic program. Pressing the push button at I:1/0 7 times caused the DN or done bit to be true. This causes the red pilot light to turn on and the green pilot light to turn off. Pressing the push button at I:1/1 will reset the accumulated value of the counter to 0 and the done bit to false. The reset instruction will reset the counter at any time regardless of the accumulated value. The counter instructions for the Allen Bradley SLC 500 use data file 5. The file type is C. The address of the counters will start with C5:, followed by a unique integer for each counter. Each counter requires 3 16-bit words. Word 0 contains the status bits. The CU and the CD bits behave like the EN bit with timers. Whenever the instruction is true, the bits are true. When the rung before a CTU, a count up counter instruction is true, the CU count up enable bit is true. When the rung before a CTD, a count down instruction is true, the CD count down enable bit is true. The DN or done bit is true when the accumulated value is equal to or greater than the preset value. Unlike the timers, the counters can increment beyond the preset values. The preset and accumulated values in a SLC 500 timer are 16-bit signed integers. They have a maximum positive value of 32,767 and a maximum negative value of minus 32,768. Because of the fixed length of the numbers, when the accumulated value is incremented past 32,767, the next number is minus 32,768. When this occurs, the counter sets the OV or overflow bit to a 1 to indicate that a possible error has occurred. Likewise, if the accumulated value is minus 32,768 and a count down instruction decrements the accumulated value, the next value will be plus 32,767 and the UN or underflow bit will be set to a 1. The UA or update accumulator bit is used in conjunction with an external high-speed counter. The preset and accumulated value work much like they do in timers. The preset represents the value at which the done bit will change state. The accumulated value represents the present value of the count and will change on each false to true transition of the instruction.